In this video, we'll explore the tensions between the United States and China and why the U.S. Navy claims it's not afraid to beat its Asian rival. The U.S. and China disagree on Taiwan's control, sparking talks of conflict. This reminds us of submarines' importance in today's warfare and ongoing rivalries between nations. Submarines are key in predicting the outcome of a U.S.-China showdown. But why does the U.S. remain strong against China? Join us to find out, and stick around until the end because we don't want you to miss out on the underwater beast the U.S. has to offer. If China attacked Taiwan, U.S. Navy submarines would be vital. A successful submarine campaign could end the war swiftly, protecting Taiwan and weakening China. However, the U.S. Navy would face significant losses, as seen in war simulations organized by the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington. In scenarios where the U.S. won, the U.S. Undersea Force, which has 53 nuclear-powered submarines, could lose up to a quarter of its submarines and thousands of sailors. But winning would still be a success, showcasing their crucial role in protecting Taiwan and stopping nuclear threats. Submarines are essential for the U.S. Navy, and they're willing to spend a lot of money on each one. American submarines have some of the coolest technology underwater, making them some of the strongest in the world. Now let's talk about the different types of submarines the U.S. Navy has. First up, we have SSBNs. These are nuclear-powered submarines armed with nuclear weapons that can wipe out entire cities in no time. Then there are SSNs and SSGNs, also nuclear-powered but without nuclear weapons. They're built to deal with enemy submarines that might try to stop the SSBNs from using their nuclear payloads. Amongst these classes, we have the Ohio-class, Columbia-class, and Virginia-class submarines. These are the biggest and most impressive ones. Brace yourselves, because we're about to take a closer look at each one of them now. Ohio-class. The Ohio-class submarines are a big deal, with 18 of them making up the fleet. They're super important for the U.S. because they're crucial for the defense and for launching attacks if needed. These submarines are the biggest and most advanced ones ever built for the U.S. Navy. They can do all sorts of missions, from firing ballistic missiles to dropping off special forces. And they're not cheap, each one costing a whopping $3.2 billion. What's very impressive is that these 19,000-ton submarines carry 70% of America's nuclear weapons. That's a lot of firepower. There are two types of Ohio-class submarines, SSBNs and SSGNs. The SSBNs carry Trident II D5 ballistic missiles, while the SSGNs carry Tomahawk cruise missiles. These submarines are like silent giants underwater, and they can dive down to depths over 1,500 feet and stay submerged for 90 days straight while keeping going for 15 years without refueling. Talk about endurance. The names of these submarines are pretty cool too. They're named for U.S. states like Ohio, Tennessee, and Wyoming. On the other hand, the SSGNs used to carry Trident missiles but have now been redesigned. Now they carry Tomahawk cruise missiles and can also transport Special Operations Forces and their equipment. They're named after United States regions like Florida, Georgia, and Michigan. The Ohio-class submarines have been in service since 1981, and they're still going strong. Eventually, they'll be replaced by the new Columbia-class submarines. So while these submarines may be getting older, they're still a force to be reckoned with on the seas. Columbia-class. Moving on, the Columbia-class submarines are also massive vessels, just like the Ohio-class, with a crew size of about 155 people. They're new submarines. 12 of them are being built to replace the older Ohio-class ones, and when they're finished, They'll be the biggest and most advanced submarines the U.S. has ever had. Each Columbia-class submarine is a strong ship weighing 21,000 tons and reaching speeds of up to 20 knots. They're powered by nuclear reactors that can run for 40 years without refueling. These submarines will have the latest technology, including better stealth and movement. They'll carry 16 Trident II D5 SLBMs, each capable of carrying up to 12 nuclear warheads. These missiles are more accurate and reliable, and they can be launched from any depth in the ocean at any speed. What an incredible feature! The Columbia-class submarines are crucial for the U.S. Navy. They're planning to build one every year from 2021 to 2035, and each one will cost about $9 billion. But with their advanced technology and powerful weapons, they'll be worth it. Virginia-class. Last but not least is the Virginia-class submarines. They cost between $2.8 to $4.3 billion each. They're fast attack submarines powered by nuclear energy, packed with the latest technology for stealth, intelligence, and weapons. The Virginia-class submarines are the Navy's newest submarines, and they're designed to handle all kinds of missions, whether it's patrolling the open ocean or sneaking into shallow waters close to shore. These submarines can do it all. They're great for hunting down enemy submarines and gathering intelligence. The very first Virginia-class submarine, the USS Virginia, is pretty special. It was the first U.S. Navy submarine to be completely designed using computer technology. Talk about cutting edge. It was delivered to the Navy in 2004 and wasted no time getting to work. Within just a year, it was deployed to support the global war on terrorism, where it showed off its strength and capabilities. The USS Virginia and its counterparts are fast movers, reaching speeds of 25 knots on the surface and an impressive 35 knots underwater. That's like winning an Olympic gold medal. Their impressive speed comes from a General Electric SG-9 nuclear reactor propulsion system, which can keep running for more than 30 years without needing to refuel. But what sets the Virginia-class submarines apart are their cutting-edge features. For starters, they have unified modular masts, which means all the masts share a common design. This allows them to house and support the most advanced antennas and sensors the U.S. has to offer. From U-shaped large aperture bow sonar to lightweight wide aperture arrays, these submarines have top-notch sensing capabilities, giving them an edge over their rivals. In terms of firepower, each Virginia-class submarine is armed to the teeth with 65 missiles and torpedoes. These include the UGM-84 sub-harpoon missile, the versatile dual-purpose Tomahawk, and the powerful Mark 48 advanced capability heavyweight guided torpedoes. And get this, according to budget documents, these submarines could even be equipped with high-energy laser weapons in the future. These American submarines, equipped with the newest American technology, are powerful and impressive and should be feared. But China isn't backing down either. They have some impressive submarine power of their own, making them one of the few countries that could give the U.S. a run for its money. It's a high-stakes game of underwater warfare, and both sides are ready to play. Now, let's talk about Chinese submarines. Chinese submarines. China boasts one of the most formidable submarine fleets globally, and for them, submarine power is crucial for their naval expansion. They're continuously upgrading and expanding their fleet to challenge the U.S. Navy's dominance in the Indo-Pacific region and protect their interests. China's submarine fleet is diverse, with both nuclear-powered and diesel-electric submarines. They have 6 SSBNs armed with nuclear capability, JL-2 SLBMs, 6 SSNs equipped with torpedoes and conventional missiles, and 46 SSKs, diesel-powered attack submarines used for coastal defense and anti-submarine warfare. But China isn't stopping there. They're developing new submarine classes to further strengthen their Navy's capability and pose a greater threat to the U.S. These include Type 096 SSBN, expected to carry JL-3 SLBM with longer range and accuracy, potentially reaching the continental U.S. from the South China Sea. Then there's the Type 095 SSN, designed for improved stealth, speed, endurance, and firepower, equipped with vertical launch tubes for cruise missiles. Lastly, the Type 039B SSK is expected to feature air-independent propulsion technology, allowing submarines to stay submerged for longer periods without surfacing. With these advancements, China aims to strengthen its naval power and assert its presence in the region. It's a clear indication of their commitment to becoming a dominant maritime force in the coming years. Both China and the U.S. have powerful submarine fleets that can handle any mission they face, whether it's attacking regions or defending against enemies. If these two countries were to battle over Taiwan, it would be a major event with global consequences. It would impact both nations involved and the rest of the world as well. Do you think the strength of the U.S. Navy submarine fleet makes the U.S. confident in facing China? Share your thoughts and comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more interesting content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.